Hello, dear farming community. Welcome to yet another special edition of the AgriTalk Africa, featuring the Agriculture and Cooperatives Awards nominees. My name is Tiwongeka Cheche, and today we'll be talking to Tagwirei Msindo, who's a student here at the University of Zambia pursuing agricultural economics. He is nominated in the category Student of the Year Award, and this category is sponsored by Zamtel Money. We would like to say thank you so much to Zamtel Money for sponsoring the Agricultural Student of the Year Award.
This is AgriTalk Africa, the podcast that puts farmers first.
So Tagwirei, thank you so much for for giving us chance rather to have an interview with you. So you're nominated in the category Student of the Year Award, and I'll just ask you a few questions so that we just get to know more about you. So maybe you just begin by telling us about yourself and a brief background, if you have any, in agriculture.
Also, thank you for meeting with me. My name, as you've already spoken, is Tagwirei Msindo, a student here at University of Zambia, based in agriculture economics. And I have a background in agriculture because my parents do seasonal farming.
Okay.
So they used do maize and also broiler rearing. So whenever they have got capital, they go into broiler rearing. So basically, I have that background in agriculture or in farming.
Okay. So the fact that you have that background in farming, is that what inspired you to pursue agricultural economics?
Yeah, it might have a bit of influence of why I'd chosen to go into agriculture. My passion together was with accounts and agriculture. So having found to say there was a course, agricultural economics, I felt would suit best. I would be doing something to do with accounts or economics, and then also be able to pursue agriculture.
Okay, so being a student of agriculture and from the conversation we had earlier, you're in your fifth year. Are you involved in any farming projects on your own, or do you own a farm or any agribusinesses ventures at the moment?
Yeah, I'm actually involved so much in agriculture. I'm saying so much because not only am I doing it as a project, but I'm doing it as a business, which is already registered with Pakra. So I'm doing my farming in Liteta, Chiwombo, where I'm doing green peppers.
That's awesome. And then what would you say are your proudest moments with regards to achievements in the space where you are in, that's agriculture so far?
I think my proudest achievement would be being able to be also shortlisted or listed to be given an offer letter by CEEC for a funding that will help me expand and put a borehole and many other things that are lacking on the farm, because I was currently facing a challenge with water and energy to pump that water. So I was currently using wells. Then after a bit of mentorship from Walamoto and many other people that I've had in my life, they helped me be able to put up my business, set it up in a way that CEC will see to say this person is serious and is actually doing that. So the time CEC came and they were proud and they offered me a letter, and it's still in the process of me being able to get that funding to expand my business. So I think that really has been my biggest achievement in agriculture.
That's incredible to learn. And are you involved in any project or initiative as a student of agriculture from the time that you're in first year up to now? And if yes, this initiative, how do you think it has impacted you or students around you or the community at large?
Of late, I'm not, but I'm working on some innovation. I can call it an innovation because I'm working with a fellow student in the food and nutrition. So I want to work with that person in terms of adding value to my papers. So when I switch or jump into diversify into black pepper, I would want the help of such a person into processing and being able to make that in a powder form. So I think it's not yet out there, but it's something that I'm working on with my fellow student. And his name is Miand.
And what would you say are some of the challenges you faced as a student of agriculture? And how did you overcome them?
Mm, quite a lot of challenges, but just to mention a few, I think managing time doing agriculture, doing practically as a business, and also being able to manage back to school. Because school can also be overwhelming with assignments and tests and many other involvements that school requires with. So, but I've been able to solve that with being able to remove myself a bit from luxury. So I really occupy on a very, very busy schedule. I have my mornings to study, and I have some other days to do assignments. And then also, business also has got principles and things that it requires for success. So I'm supposed to constantly study about paper. I'm supposed to constantly check my books. So all that. So I've decided to keep a tight schedule on making sure that I'm able to manage both school and my business that side.
Now, with the recent uplift of taking up agriculture as a business and encouraging more young people to take up agriculture as a business, what role do you think young people should play in shaping the future of agriculture?
It is important for the youth to take up or to play their role of innovation and being able to put up practices that are sustainable. So, we are students, like for example myself and my fellow other students. It is our duty that we constantly study into bringing up, let's say for example, this is wheat here. A student can be able to, a student that is doing plant science can be able to study more and come up with a variety that is maybe drought tolerant, a variety that has got less, that is less prone to pests and diseases. So I think it is our role as youth to make sure that we put up innovations and put up practices that are sustainable, because at this point we are really at an advantage in the sense that we've got tools that we can use to help us. Let's say for example AI. So you can be able to leverage on AI to come up with varieties, to come up with feeds that are efficient, and many other aspects, as long as you play a role of innovation and sustainability.
Amazing. And now you have been nominated in the category Student of the Year Award. What would you say that means to you?
Being nominated at the most prestigious agriculture award in Zambia is quite a lot to me. It means a lot, and it will always be something that will be a memory to myself, that I'll be able to talk to and encourage probably my children and many other people that I associate with. And then most importantly, it's something that will motivate me to push forward, knowing that my work or my uh, involvement in agriculture doesn't go unnoticed. So that will motivate me even to be able to apply or be nominated for a next award as you come next year, probably in mechanism or vegetable, any award that I can go forward. So that really is a memory, it means a lot, and then it also stands as a motivation constantly.
Amazing. And vision-wise, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years to 10 years from now? Of course, in the agriculture space.
Yeah. So I see myself as one of the best producers of green pepper in the next 5 years. Maybe just to give an example, people like Buyabamba. Yeah, so I'm trying to follow that route and be able to produce my peppers with a logo, and people should actually know to say this is produced like this. And so I think I see myself there in the next 5 years, being able to run a proper structured company that is able to produce and recognize in Zambia.
And what advice would you give to your fellow students, or rather those who are still in school, secondary school rather, and are thinking of taking up agriculture as a career, with the notion, with the misconception, not the notion, the misconception that has always been there that agriculture is for the old?
Being an agripreneur, I'm really also an advocate for entrepreneurship. So in Zambia specifically, agriculture is something that will help the youth to succeed in terms of probably financial wise. Why am I saying that? Because it is the pinnacle or where the government is actually looking forward at this point. So it has got a lot of incentives in it. For example, when you're ordering a lot of machinery from outside, you don't pay duty. And the tax that is paid in agriculture, a person that is doing agriculture as a business, is 10% instead of 30%. So you stand a chance of either getting a funding, of either being able to be cushioned by the incentives that the government has put. And to be honest, agriculture is something that you can push forward and succeed if you just play it right, because the demand of people the population is growing. So for people that are going to seek for jobs, they are seeing a problem in their population growth. But for a person that is doing agriculture, that's a plus to you because the demand is growing for your produce. So there is actually a lot of room for many other producers, and if not, we're going to even supply outside. So people that are trying to pursue agriculture, please go on, and there's a lot of room for you, and there's a lot of money in agriculture.
Now, Tagwirei, thank you so much for your time. I don't know if you have any last words that you would like to say.
Now, I also just want to say thank you and appreciate your time for Agricoop News, and that you may also continue to support and to recognize such awards, because this is very motivating and this is inspiring a lot. So I would advise, and also many other people, to be engaged in such programs so that they're able also to, position yourself in an opportunity of luck. It doesn't just come when you're seated. You have to pursue such opportunities. You might not know what might happen. Going for the gala there, networking, and many other opportunities that I can find. So I'd like to encourage the youth, encourage my fellow students, and say thank you.
No, thank you so much. Those words are quite encouraging to us as the Agricoop Awards team. Thank you so much, dear viewers, for having taken your time to watch this episode and for joining us rather on this episode. My name is Kacheche, and I was talking to Tagwirei Msindo, who is nominated in the category Student of the Year Award, category sponsored by Zamtel Money. And we would like to say thank you so much to Zamtel Money for sponsoring the category Student of the Year Award. Until next time, it's bye and God bless.
This is AgriTalk Africa, the podcast that puts farmers first.